Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today we're going to try out Chalkola 32 color acrylic paints. I'm going to use them to paint one of my girls, and they were sent to me and I'm very grateful. So you get 32 colors, you get every color under the sun, you get two whites, and they're pretty good. I'm not gonna, I have nothing really to complain about them. Like I said, they don't send brushes with them, which most paints don't, but I'm just letting you know if you go to purchase them and you don't have any, other paints or they're for the kids, uh, you need to purchase brushes. And so you can see they have every color under the sun. They have your two whites. They have lemon yellow, phthalo blue, phthalo green, phthalo violet, vermilion red, pinks, greens, blues. They have silver, copper, uh, gold, which after you'll see when I start painting on here, halfway through the video, I will go on swatching for you, and which I go live. Like, you know what I mean? I talk as I'm going on, however you say that. And then I show you my final piece. So stay tuned for that. Now, these paints come in nice little containers. They come with their names on them. They let you know the number of what they are. So I guess if you run out, you can order them. They are 22 milliliters or 0.74 ounces. They come with a cap. They are like I said, it's very nice. They're packaged nice. They're in a very nice sturdy box, which I love because when I'm done using them, like I'm done with all the paints, I have a really nice box for my stencils or for whatever I want, which I love. Now on my canvas here, it's a piece of wood. It's not been gessoed or anything like that. I had done this in a video last week where I used different acrylic sprays and some die cuts for a pretty background. I used dilutions. I used some acrylic paint that I made sprays with. I used some Luminart sprays. And I did get asked if you could use glitter or mica to make your own glitter sprays, and you certainly can. Just know that the glitter cannot be too big. It has to be fine glitter. I will do a video, maybe making one of those like a quickie, to show you what you can use to make, a nice little, and mica, I mean Pearl-Ex, like that kind of thing, to make a nice spray. Also, don't forget when you use your sprays to clean the nozzle when you're done. And if you are using glitter, like take your squirt, unscrew it, squirt it out good so it's empty, and then put it back in so it doesn't dry with, the mica in it. I'm just using the flush color they send you, and you can see it's kind of, I'm not digging it too much. It's very pink and very orangey, but in defense of this paint, I am using it over. I did not seal my sprays. So, of course, they're going to lift up a little bit. So that could be mixing with this. And it gave me a little bit of problems, but at the end I got it, fixed up and it's good to go. And you can see just painting. I use green for the eyes because I always do green because of my daughter. She has hazel eyes. Sometimes they're brownish, sometimes they're greenish. And I'm going in. Now what I'm doing here, I'm showing you how you can mix your gesso or any other kind of paint that you have with this chalk paint, and it works completely fine. I'm adding gesso. Of course, you can use white paint. You can use any color. I have an array of paints on my desk at the moment, because although I do use mostly folk art plaid paints, I do have a bunch of different paints around. I have some Delta, I have Ceramcoat, I have Golden, I have Liquitex, I have silk paints, um, all sitting here. So I use all kinds together. So I wanted to mix and make sure that it mixed well and that, you know, it worked good. And you can see I'm putting that on the bottom. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I don't feel very well. Uh, on the bottom neck part, and that's the gesso, because when I go over it with the skin color, it just adds another, it just makes it easier so I can add more shadows or light or whatever. And I'm just adding that in the lighter spots where I want a little bit of light. And you're going to see I play with this face a lot, just because it was a little bit of a pain. You know what? I meant to, in my head, I was like, throw a coat of Mod Podge matte down before you start painting on it. And yep. That's what I kept saying to myself. Don't forget, don't forget, don't forget. And don't you know, I sat down and totally forgot. But that's what I would have done. I would have taken, you know, Mod Podge matte. Maybe you have Elmer's Glue All. Maybe you have Decoupage. Maybe you have whatever. And just put some of that down, some gel medium, you know. Then that color wouldn't come up as much. You know, it would have been a more of a true skin flesh color, but it worked out. Sometimes there's nothing. I mean, I could have, at this moment, if I would have let this dry, I could have put like clear gesso on it or the Mod Podge or whatever. But I just kept going, torture myself. But you definitely can. You can, you know, leave it dry. And then like, if you get to the point where I'm at, where you're like, oh no, everything's coming through, just put some Mod Podge matte down or whatever, leave it dry fully, and then work on top of it. And it seals all that in. You can even use your matte varnish, you know, like maybe you have like a spray or a top coat that's matte. Use that. Leave it dry, work on top of it. I love the Krylon, what the heck is it called? You spray on and then you can work on fixative. I love that as well, which is the same kind of thing. You spray it on, leave it dry, and work on top. I do that a lot on my bigger canvases. And like I said, after the fact, I was like, oh girl, why didn't you just? But it worked out. Not too mad at it. And I go through a lot of the colors. The purple that I use on the lipstick is just, like I said, I would have wore that in high school. I probably did. I had a Wet n Wild purple that I wore all the time, no matter what kind of eyes I had going. I used to love wearing, I quit wearing makeup after my son passed. But I used to wear makeup all the time, and I loved it. So creative, so much fun. And now it's even gone up a level with YouTube, so that's always a lot of fun. And I'm just layering and layering. You can see it, let you layer, let it dry in between. I'm just laying it all down. Now, I get asked this quite a bit, and I did explain it in this. I had to do a voiceover, though, because I have a cold coming really bad, and it's like, ugh, I was gagging and coughing. You can see on the eyes, I get asked, what do I do if my eyes, if I have too much face, drew too much face by the eyes? And I always say, never worry, because you're going to put hair. And hair can go as far over, you can make hair wavy over the eye and only have one eye. You can make it close to the eye. You can do, think about somebody standing there, and their hair's, you know, cascading down, whether it's long or short. So, you know, never fail. No, don't get hung up on all that stuff. Just paint. That's the fun of it. And I'm going back in for more colors. Now I'm going to have two links down below. I'm going to have an Amazon link, which I believe it's $34 on Amazon, free shipping, Prime. And then I'm going to have the Chalkola, or the Chalkola first and then the Amazon. Chalkola is $31 free shipping. And it's UK as well, not just US. So you can choose where you want to, you know, if you want to purchase this, where you want to purchase it from. So, I mean, this gets the company and all. I went and looked before when they asked if they could send it to me. I went and looked at the company online because I'm not very familiar with the company. First, I thought it was Crayola. Like, I don't know. I looked at it and I was like, huh? And then I was like, no, Chalkola. So I went and looked, and they got damn near 5 stars. Like, I think like 50 or 60 people voted or whatever. So I thought, you know what? Yeah, I'll try it. I love using different paints in my mixed media and my canvases and my art journal, and, for different applications, and, just, I love it. Like I said, I use every brand, and everything has like a different thing about it. You know what I mean? That I dig. And sometimes I might not have the color here that I want to use, and another brand does. So, and that's where I'm talking about the face and the hair. Not to get so hung up on it. I'm just painting the eyes. I did swatch, which you're going to see coming up in a few minutes, which goes live, goes live run or live time, whatever it says. Real time, I guess. And you'll see swatch, and I got there was copper, silver, and gold. I was like, oh, I could have put some copper or gold in her eyes, which I love doing, but I didn't realize it till it was too late. Not too late, I could do it now, but you know what I mean? Like, I didn't do it in the video. Because I love putting those little bits and pieces in, And I did not put clothes on her. I was going to put like a polka dot dress kind of top, going down from her shoulders down, like frilly. But I want to put a word there, I think. So I can always go back and paint on a shirt if I decide to. But I like the way the hair goes down, which you'll see on her one arm. And I didn't want to cover that up with anything. So I thought, oh, I'll put a word. I'm all into words. I know some people get made fun of because they like quotes or words or inspirational things like that, but I'm one of them. So make fun of me all you want. I don't care. Because if I paint something for sale or for somebody or for myself, when I look at it, I want to look at it and be like, oh, breathe. Because, I use breathe all the time. Breathe. Okay, Cal, breathe. Lately, the world's been crazy, and I just gotta, I sometimes I gotta walk away from it because it gets too overwhelming for me and too much. So I gotta walk away and I gotta breathe. Or I look up and think, oh, look how lucky I am. This company sent me these to try out. They value my opinion. So I remind myself, like when I'm down on myself, like, oh, okay, silly things, I know, but sometimes that's what gets you through. Now I'm using a reddish brown oxide, like reddish brown, yeah, oxide. And I go over these with markers that, you'll see at the end, but I think, did I put that on here? Can't quite remember. No, maybe I didn't. No, that's right. I cut it out because the video is getting too long. And I thought, you guys have watched me make faces how many times? A million times. So I cut that part out. That's all I do. I love face. I love doing faces, and ugh. Today, I'm going to use these a little bit on the painting I'm doing. I got my easel. I got my room cleaned up enough that I could put my easel and go back on my big canvases. And I'm doing my canvas of the girl sitting looking at the ocean. You guys remember that in the bathing suit? So I'm going to use some of these in that too. And I will be doing, because you know me, I got to have a twofer or a threefer. So I love, I loved using these. Some of the color names like phthalo gray, wasn't the kind of phthalo gray I know, but, and I think the flesh color for me was a little bit too pinkish orange, but, I mean, if that's my only complaints, I'll definitely still use them. I love the container. I love the container, the packaging that the paint came in. Light can't get to it. They're small. You squirt out what you want. I can still jam it back in if I don't use it all, which I'm known for. And yeah, so I'll definitely be using these in my mixed media. I can mix them with my acrylic paints. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Oh, I'm going to be doing a quick jelly plate with these to see how they work, because I know a lot of us are very tight for money. And if you do purchase something, you want to be able to use it to its full potential, and in other ways than what it's attempted for, you know? So it's paint, and I'm going to try it on my jelly plate. I'll only do probably 2 prints. It'll be a short video, but we'll see how it works. Oh my God, excuse me. The black is beautiful. The black comes out very, a very dark, strong, opaque color, which is nice. Your normal colors, like I said, that are opaque and transparent, phthalo blue, that kind of thing, are still transparent, and the gold, you know, all those, you can definitely layer these. All right, guys, you're going to see the next part, which is where I still, like I said, I go real time, but I talk about the end and I swatch and do all the fun things. So remember, the links are down below. If you would like to support me, I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, we're going to swatch real quick. This is sap green. This is Prussian blue. There's no particular order I'm doing these. It's just when I'm grabbing them. Phthalo green. Viridian green. And I'll spread them out in 1 second. Phthalo blue. Violet. Ultramarine blue. Cobalt blue. Pretty. Okay. And they come in these nice packages, so I can just set that back in my box. And that is the first one. Let me just spread them out for you so you can see them. Very pretty. That's very pretty. Pretty too. I'm gonna do them all like this very quickly. I mean, look, these are your blues, your more cooler colors. And they're gorgeous. Greens and blues and purples. Look at that. And remember, I'm watering, you know, I got a little water on my brush because I'm, you know, rinsing it. Beautiful. Okay, next we have, like I said, no particular order. This is raw sienna. Oh. Raw umber. I love these. Raw umber, raw sienna, burnt sienna, and burnt umber. I love playing with these. Okay, that was burnt sienna, and then this is burnt umber. Ooh, I didn't see this one. These are our copper. Oh. You can see these are all in the same container. I try to put them back the same way, but for the same, you know, for color wise for me. This is Payne's Gray, which is another color I've been loving. Mars Black, which I'm all about the black. I use black way too much. They say you shouldn't, but I do. And silver. And I'm trying to teach myself a little bit, you know, better, but okay, so let's see these. So we got raw sienna. Look at that, pretty. So pretty. Raw umber. Oh, that's one of my favorites, which is burnt sienna and burnt umber. Pretty, right? Nice coverage, nice, you know. I mean, it's chalk paint, remember. This is our copper. It's transparent, nothing wrong with that. Means you can layer, which I love. Our Payne's Gray, which is a little more blue than Mars Black. Which I'm, like I said, I love black. And then silver. Which I love these. Like the copper and silver are great for like if I'm doing eyes or whatever. To add a little glint, a little, you know, a little something, something. Okay, so that's this one. Okay, so now we got these one. Let's go. We have the flesh tint. Rose. Rose Madder. Mauve Pale. Crimson Red. Oh, my hands today with the RA is not good. Crimson Red. Okay. Oh, that's right up my alley. Lipstick that color. Come on now. Ultramarine Violet. Nice. Light Red Ochre, which I love for hair. Okay. And Vermilion Red, which is another one of my favorites. It's like an orangey red. Okay. So we're going to do the thing. This is Flesh. I'm just trying to get, you know, my brush. Rose. Transparent. Good to know. It's always good to test your, like when you get paints or new paints that you're not familiar with. And like I do my best, I should say, to keep my, that's Rose Madder, which is beautiful. I always try to keep my transparent away from my, like in a different section than my opaques. I try to. Do I? Not always. That's beautiful. This is gorgeous. Look at that. Oh yeah. You know, I do my best too. Because then I know, you know what I mean? You can layer better. can see, gorgeous. That is the light red ochre. That was the ultramarine violet, which is gorgeous. And then this is vermilion red. Oh God, that would be great in a lipstick too. Okay, and then we're on to our last one. Again, they fit real nice. Not mad at it. Okay, so now we're on to our, you know, more warm. Going into the warm. Scarlet red. Oh yeah, Indian yellow. And don't forget, you can mix these. And I'll show you one. We'll mix one thing so I can show you. That's a Naples yellow. This is gold. So you get silver, gold, and copper. Okay. Put this back into my sit reds. Okay, this is yellow ochre, which is a delightful one too. I use a lot. Lemon yellow. I use this a lot too. And then we have two whites, which I'm not gonna, well, maybe I'll do one. They're just both titanium white. Okay, just a little bit there. And then you can see the white, or can you? Because it's white. But it's, you know, a white. You get two of them, which I think is absolutely fantastic because I go through white like nobody's business. Here's our, well, that's beautiful, lemon yellow. Look at that, makes me want to have some lemonade. And gold. Again, that's a beautiful, I love doing, or not, that's not even gold. That's, is that gold? That's yellow ochre, I'm sorry. That's yellow ochre, I was going to say, because that didn't look too much gold, and I love using that color. Yellow ochre. This is gold. I was looking at gold going for the yellow ochre. Pretty pretty. And then this is, oh, itchy. This is Naples yellow, which is like a almond color. I'm not familiar with Naples yellow, I'm not going to lie. I mean, yeah, I could see that. It's like a beigey something. I mean, I would, you know, I would use it. I love this. This is Indian yellow, which is like, look at that. Okay, and then we got scarlet red. Yes, yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this scarlet red. You can see it dries fast. And I'm going to take some blues. There's some blue left on here. Let's see. Here we go. And let's see. I'm going to mix a little bit more scarlet red. You can already see it's mixing. I would mix, not on your paper, I would mix on a non-stick, you know, your palette or non-stick, you know, something that's not going to absorb. Because I do notice these do absorb in. But look at this. You get this nice dark red purple. So you can see they mix beautifully. You know, no problem. Nice. So let me show you. I finished this. And I was going to do the swatches at the end, but I decided to do them now. So this is this, all nice in the package. I put the lid on. It's a nice hardy package. I can put the lid on. I can stack. I'm great. So these are great. However, some of the colors I'm not really digging too much. And that's not that I don't dig the formula or the colors. It's the, like, for instance, flesh. This isn't flesh. This comes off very pink. I had to really work this flesh color, and you can see. Now, if I mix white into it, it will lighten it enough that I can do, you know, what I want to do in here, right? Not mad at that. But if you're expecting to not mix and just go in and paints. If you're doing a portrait, I'm saying a portrait, you know, just be aware of that. This is not for me. This is very orangey when it goes on, whatever. But you can see it's workable. She's a little, you know, orangey. Now, remember, I had things underneath that lifted a little bit of the color. That could have attributed to it as, you know, that's why I wanted to do the swatches. But, you know, overall, am I mad at that? I'm not mad at it. I did this, you know, the portrait. I started this, you'll see it. Um, and then I turned it off and just, I've done portraits a million times, but I wanted to try these. So this is what I came up with. And I used, you know, the quite a few greens, and I used two different browns, the red oxide, the what was the other one, burnt sienna, I believe, or burnt umber, and the purple, which is gorgeous. So I mean, you could see I can do this, I can use these for my paintings now. So happy with that. Like I said, some of the colors I'm not real uh you know, like the phthalo, not phthalo. What the heck is this? Oh, Kelly gray. Payne's gray. What am I saying, phthalo? I don't know about that, but it's neither here or there. This is metal, and I painted it on metal. Okay, so you can see it goes on. You can see the transparency. You can see the opaqueness. When I scratch it with my nail, of course, it comes up. So you're going to want to um, seal it when you're done. Throw some Mod Podge matte or whatever you have on there. You know what I mean? But you can definitely do it, and you can do it on metal. It paints beautifully on metal. Just make sure you seal it. Um, Plastic and glass, all the things, and it really does work. Well, you just have to make sure you seal it because, of course, it's going to peel off like a paint would. You know what I mean? Overall, I'm not mad at these. I really like them. I can see myself using these quite a bit, which I will be. I love that you get this whole set of colors in here. And like I said, you can really sit and mix and get different tones and shades and that kind of thing. I love they give you two whites. That is excellent. I wish I wish they all did, because I go through white like crazy. Because figure you could take this like this, for instance, add just a peep of white and lighten it a little bit so you can get your different shades. Just don't add too much because it does become chalky, Chalkola. It's chalk paint, but you know, I think it's acrylic chalk paint. Doesn't matter. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, so if you're interested, there is a link down below, and I'm going to tell you real quick. Oh, I cannot breathe today. On Amazon, you get free shipping, and it's $35.95 through Chalkola. I'm going to put the link down below if you're interested. It gives me a couple pennies. Um, and you know, try it out. Like I said, if you're just starting out or you want some extra paint, these are great. You know, you'll see me using these a bit. So if you want to buy it off of the site, $31.95, which is a good deal. Free shipping. So you can select your country, and let's see, it says USA because I know you got, and UK. So USA and UK can buy, and like I said, you can use it on all kinds of things. So you want to rock paint with your kids over the summer, or let your kids paint. This is great. Go to the dollar store and get some ceramic blank cups. Let them paint on it. You know, plates, make fairy gardens, whatever you want. Like I said, if I had to rate this out of 10, you know, how many stars would I give it? I'd give it 9. 9 out of 10 stars. The opacity is fantastic. You get your metallics, which, like I said, I love, because I love adding metallics in for a bit of sparkle, a little bit of shine. I mean, look at the color range you get. You get everything. You get 2 whites, and, you know, you just can't beat it. And $31.95 to get 32 sets, and your tubes are quite nice. I mean, that's a nice size. So, you know, $31.95 free shipping. You can't beat it. So, like I said, link down below if you're interested. I do appreciate you guys watching. I am going to be doing a video. I might do a short one after this and put it up using these on a gel plate to see, because when I do these things, I like to see like how far we can push these materials. Can we use it on a gel plate? I know a lot of us are into the gel plate again. And we know we can use these in our art journals, ATC cards, canvases. Let's see what we can do on a gel plate, but I'll do that on another video because this is long enough. So, as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I want to thank Chalkola, I guess, right? Chalkola. Um, I'm a phonetic reader. Let's not talk about it. I want to thank them very much for sending these to me. I am very grateful. I will be using these. And like I said, you get fast free deliveries. So what? Have a good day, guys. Always be kind to each other. Be kind to each other because you never know about somebody else is fighting. And I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.